PC. How's it going? This is just a little video saying hello. Show a couple little things, but you know, nothing too crazy. What you're listening to is really good rock. I was talking about, I showed this in the Facebook group yesterday. I don't think many people would know these guys. I didn't. They're called The Five. The first side says it's from Februari '87. Second side is from March '86. It's on BEM Records, and there's a little cool write-up here who says, who else but The Five would be in both Maximum Rock and Roll and GQ March. It makes important mention about how they're a Pittsburgh band who had relocated to Boston in 1984. It's their first ever LP. Then they had a demise. Their ultimate demise, untimely demise. So it looks like they didn't really have much going on, except it said it was all indie singles and underground tapes. And then now this is the LP that played it all. Supposedly their live performance was sick. So we are drinking the old Red Stripe here. Yeah, just want to say hello to everybody. Thanks for the great response for the video that me and Chris did. It was so nice to see everyone be so cool about that and enjoy that so much. I did pretty good with most of those records. There's quite a few of those I really enjoy and got some good listening out of, and were worth the money. I love the Flash in the Pan. The Oral Fixation one, I know it sounds silly saying that, the Robert Ellis Oral Fixation record is actually really kind of fun. Enjoyed that. The 810, of course, some other stuff in there is good. The Roots is very interesting, like that. Just listen to that Harry Chapin now. But yeah, overall really good. Maybe when I do just all vinyls, I'll show them more of those next time. But things have been going well. New year so far. I got my new car. Honestly, God-given gift right there. Here's the old school key. 2 keys, one for the unlocking the door, one for the ignition. This is my new keychain, Guardian Angel, just for the occasion. It was just an amazing way that had fallen into my hands. I don't know if I explained this in the past video, but you know, I had thought that I got my car into an accident, and then I thought that at first I was like, oh, I hope they take care of it and fix my car. But then I was really like overburdened and overburdened with this $500 deductible that I didn't know how I was going to collect the money for. And they called me 10 days after they were supposed to have my car ready for me, and amazingly, gift from the Lord, He worked it out for me. And they were like, oh, so there's another part that we need to get for your car that we didn't know we needed to get, and now we got towed the car. So I was like, all right. And then they gave me a check for $3,600. I ended up getting a car for $2,125. It's an amazing car. It seems like it's a better car than I had in the first place. And Paulie loves it, by the way. Thanks, Paulie. And I still have money left over to take care of some other things. So it's been I'm very grateful for that. It's a 1993 Buick Regal Custom, maroon red. Only has 97,000 miles on it. It was quite the steal. Put some work in there, new tires. It's smooth. Some guy who had it last had a really sick bass system, so it's pretty awesome. I mean, stereo system all in all. So plays well. Seats are like lazy boy chairs. It bumps in the whip. It's a nice vehicle. It just goes with my whole vintage mood I love, you know? Which is brought on by the whole record collection in the beginning. Yeah, so check this out. This is, this is a steal I got on this in the record store. This is the Wattstax, music from the Wattstax Festival and Film. Awesome, awesome set. Check this bad boy out. And up. There you go. I am somebody. It's got a little book in here. It goes into details about it. It has all live performances from the festival, as well as live performances at some clubs and churches the weeks following the festival. I think most people might know about Wattstax in our community here, but in case you don't, I guess to sum it up really quickly, they kind of deemed it like the black Woodstock it was going to be like. Watts was an area in California that is a district in Los Angeles that had some really, really bad damage done from the race riots in the 60s, and 7 years later they had this festival they were putting together, and at the same time Stax Records from Memphis had opened up a West Coast location department, and they wanted to get involved with it, and they ended up getting involved in the sense that the last day of the festival would be all Stax artists, all performing free of charge, and they were only charging $1, which was a tax refundable $1 ticket, so that everyone can go, because a lot of people were having trouble with finances and poor and on welfare there, and it was everyone from Stax Records, and it was awesome. And then there's a documentary you should check out. It's great. Richard Pryor does commentary in between. Staple singers, Isaac Hayes, Rufus Thomas, Bark Hayes, Carla Thomas, Eddie Floyd. Sick. 3-disc set was originally like $26, and I got it for $7.99. I couldn't believe that they were selling for $7.99. I thought it was like a mistake. So this is sick for collection. And I've been wanting to get this. The Weekend Trilogy. Our boy Jay the DJ, he loves him, and I love him as well. It's this one dude, The Weekend, and he's from Canada, and he's on XO, which is Drake's label now in Canada, from Canada. Really dark R&B, really lush instrumental, really over the top, great singing, and he released 3 different albums, 3 different mixtapes in the last couple of years. House of Balloons, Thursday, and the last one's the one I never got around to listening to, which is Echoes of Silence. So he released them all for free, and then he decided to release them all as one, as trilogy, which I think is really cool. Pitchfork did a great review on this, actually. It talks about this, you really get this whole different idea of what he's done with this work when you listen to it consecutively and chronologically, and how what it all comes together. It's been put out, the 3 albums were put out between March 21st, 2011 and December 21st, 2011. It's all in the 1 year. That's actually my mistake. It was all in 2011. I feel like it was earlier. But it's a really cool set. I really like the way they do it. It's like little styrofoam in the middle, and you just put the CD and pop it right in. And each individual CD in the back has its own booklet with credits. So, this is only like $13 or something I paid for it. I didn't get it for free, but to have the collector's item is really, really cool. So I thought this was really great to have. I got 2 records that are sealed at the record store, and they look interesting, so I want to show it. So show us one first. This is a double disc in the jazz section I found. Live Under the Sky, Galaxy All-Stars in Tokyo, and it has guys named Red Garland, Hank Jones, Roy Haynes, and Guess. So I figured let's have fun and pop this bad boy open. It's only like 2 songs on each side, so it's going to be nice long tracks. Just wanted to try some blind buys, so... The record label is actually Galaxy as well. This is from 1979 on Galaxy Records. Oh, it is actually distributed by Fantasy. So there you go. It says introducing the Red Garland Trio. Just introducing the All-Star Quartet. It's different people. So we'll spin that soon, see how that goes. Now this other one is looks really sweet. I mean, you'll see it. How can you say no to this man? Walk With Me, Lord, Reverend Larry Laster. And this, I mean, the dude just howling. Straight howling. How could you say no? One of the greatest gospel singers, when asked about his talent, his reply is, God is the answer. He has traveled extensively with the Alex Bradford Singers, the late gospel queen Mahalia Jackson, I know her, James Cleveland, and Robert Anderson Singers. This is on a record label called Venture Records. It's produced by him as well, actually. I just couldn't deny the record by the sleeve. You know, I don't do enough of my gospel and jazz. I didn't want to get into it more, so I decided to go for it. Looks like they could have been like resealed and repackaged or whatever, but the way it's folded, it's still in great shape. So it is nice label, really pretty label. Promotional copy, not for sale. Isn't that a pretty Venture Records label? I'm excited to play this. It should be fun. The way he's on there, just looks like he's like screaming like James Brown. So, you know, and they got people playing guitar, drums, organ, piano. When I saw there was bass and guitar, you know, I figured, cool. So let's see. We never know. And last but not least, I'll show you this. I am currently reading this book that I found very interesting. It's called The Rapture of Canaan, however it's said. It's a novel by Sherry Reynolds. And this was released in 1995. And it's sort of a story here. At the Church of Fire and Brimstone in God's Almighty Baptizing Wind, Grandpa Herman makes the rules for everyone, and everyone obeys, or else. And it's just like about an isolated community in this like primitive Baptist church setting, and this follows the life of this girl named Nina, and how she deals with this temptation with this guy that she meets who also lives on the community, and then she finds out that she's pregnant, and says she fears the wrath of Grandpa Herman, the church members, and God himself, but the events that follow show Nina that God's ways are more mysterious than even Grandpa Herman can understand. The newest and most exciting voice to emerge in contemporary Southern fiction. It's very intriguing. It's sort of interesting. I think that there are some communities in the past or present now that live life this way. You know, really take some religion out of context and do things with it that shouldn't be normally done. But, you know, nonetheless, it's quite interesting. And then I found this. Bill Cosby, Love and Marriage. It just looked like a lot of fun. I'm excited to read it. So, what are you going to do? We were talking about Bill Cosby records the other day in the Facebook group, and I saw the book, and I was like, you know, I'm reading books, I'm getting married, I'm getting married one day. So, why not read this, right? Here you go. Alright guys, just want to say hello, cheers, Trilogy, check it out from the Weekend, Wattstax, What a Steal, records, books, brand new whip. One love guys, take care. Oh man, this makes my legs hurt. Like an old man. Ugh. Indian style is just not for me.